He's got 7 fucking days to do this shit.
Yeah, but I always do it like minutes before the show.
It's true. And he was spotting for me all day iRacing.
I was building the show while spotting for him.
And it didn't help. I still finished 15th.
Clear.
I
actually did that once. He's like, you gotta be more active and
I'm in the middle of fighting 3 wide, and he's over there going, hey, and by the way, tonight on the show.
I'm like, oh yeah, inside.
Are we live yet?
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah. Well, for a minute now.
For a minute? Turn it up! Thunder! Alright, welcome to Turn5.Live, you criminals out there in criminal land. How are you?
Well, that's me.
Somebody's got their microphone on.
Off.
That was you?
That was me.
Hey, tonight, got to tell you, Todd Labronte, DJ Everett, we got Donovan Johns over here. He's actually on the keyboard. We got Beer. We got a studio audience, vast array of people over here on this side.
There are ones of people here.
Yeah, Grandma went to jackpot to spend all her nickels, so everybody came in tonight into the studio. We got half of our guys that usually listen.
Guest.
Yes. I got to tell you, look how fat I am tonight.
Holy shit.
Look at the extra gird.
Holy cow.
I want you to see. Don't show your gut.
That's
I'm trying.
DJ said this
No, I show my gut. Okay.
This is 3 tons of fun here, right?
But I
And
tell you,
tonight-
it's not all fat. I have carrot sticks.
Tonight we are very well nourished because we had our friend Mr. Kyle Latham and
Cody Corcoran.
and Mr. Cody Kirkland.
That's right.
My favorite chef.
Smoked meats. Not my way of smoking meats where they brown.
No.
Like this microphone.
Where you burn the house down.
Yes, which was almost ugly. It could have been. And it was all your fault because you left.
Hey.
Because you were supposed to take care of me that day. But anyway, Kyle Latham and Cody Kirkland brought us 3 different types of meat tonight, different rubs and stuff. DJ, what did you think?
I'm a lover of food anyway, so.
Right.
I mean,
you got 3 fat
I
guys.
I know you can't tell, but
I've seen him love his food. It isn't pretty.
Yeah, I make love to my food better. Anyway,
Those were taters,
awesome.
right?
It was freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Thank you guys.
Right. Oh my god.
Incredible. What a weekend of racing here in
yeah.
the local area. I mean, Donald, we talked about it last night.
It was unbelievable.
My favorite classes were running.
Dude, 2 of my, outside of the mini stocks, which we ran, the Super 6s, or the ISRLs, and the Pro Trucks.
Pro Trucks.
Oh man, we'll talk about that.
And of course, one of my favorite all-time series is Modifieds, which we had 2
main events.
2 different classes
Two
running
different classes.
main
Yeah.
events.
One of them had 2 main events.
Right, and that was
It was modified mayhem.
as a night of racing.
Didn't we do that show?
Modified mayhem last night. Yeah,
It was insane.
a little controversy last night as well, and we had some tempers flaring also.
Oh, really? I hate
That's
hearing
every
that.
Saturday night actually.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I hope we're alive because my computer's down, so it's a better
we
show
are.
when my computer's
We're
down,
good.
trust me. Oh, we're good, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all you
We're
do.
good.
So incredible night of racing.
Little blue pill to get that computer back up.
Really? How many do you have? You selling
I
those?
got a whole
selling those
inventory.
Yeah. We got some sponsors to thank first.
Yes,
before we
let's
get
do
over
that.
here.
Let's do that.
Yeah, the Flores Group.
Flores Group, Kelly
Yes.
Williams of Boise.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Tony,
Yes.
Tony's been in Africa helping out some needy kids and
that.
stuff with Keller Williams. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
cool, man.
I saw that.
I've not seen that. Good.
He almost got ate by a cheetah or something.
Nice.
Don't get run over by a cheetah.
No, ate by a cheetah.
Oh, ate by a cheetah.
Yeah, like it was like 5 feet away from him or something. Tony was trying to pet it or something.
The fuck?
Did you get jealous? Anyway, I don't know.
And that's all I made all that shit up. But he was like 10 feet from a cheetah.
Well, yeah, I was at the zoo one day, and I was too.
Well, yeah.
Freaking 3 foot.
I thought you had a restraining order from you at the zoo.
No, that's from the lions.
He taught those monkeys those bad habits.
I can stay on the north end of the zoo. I can't go to the south end of the zoo.
Hey, got a shout out. I am wearing tonight. We're going to profile. I am wearing my Redbone shirt because that's what I put on this morning about
Nice.
10 o'clock.
Nicely done.
And it stinks because I actually raced for 3.5 hours.
So we smell?
I raced more than you guys do in a whole year today. Of course, I was sitting on a chair doing it on iRacing.
Right.
And I sucked.
I know.
Where'd you finish?
For you.
Where'd you finish?
15th.
One lap down?
Why don't you make the start of the race for once?
Yeah, missed the driver's meeting.
Oh, for
God's sake.
All right, so my spotter is supposed to know everything. He tells me, you got to punch out and go to a different server. So I punch out, and I miss the fucking driver's meeting. I miss the start. I'm basically a lap down at the fucking start.
He logs into the. I don't know if you guys watch iRacing or not, but he logs back in and makes it as they're throwing the green. So he's starting from the pits. They're going green.
They got a 150 mile an hour head start on them.
About, 230 mile an hour. It's Pocono.
Yeah, Pocono. Yeah. So he's like, they're out of one coming down to the back stretch, and they let him go because they have like a 15-second penalty to start from the green from the pits. Yeah. So they're already going through the dog leg, and he's like,
going 55 down pit road, which feels. And Donald just logs on and goes, "How you doing?" He logs on. "Oh, you doing good?"
Doing great at 55 miles an hour. Oh my God!
So thanks for Donald for spotting for me, Riley Roberts for being my moral support today and standing there and.
That's why I'm a spotter's official, not a spotter.
I tell you, 200 laps of Pocono, they can keep that shit.
Right?
Those guys are in so much better shape than I've ever been in my life to be able to even turn a car, let alone. But anyway, I mean, I was pretty wore out one night, Riles. So I was pretty. Bushed.
I was tired. I had to get up and leave. I left with like, 20 laps to go?
Whenever I started crashing.
I was like, I'm done.
I came out of turn 3 at Pocono and just fucking lost it, and I hit the end of the wall. Can you imagine if that was real?
That was believable, Mark.
If that was real, there was no survivors.
He had this. You could tell you hit the rumble strip. He rolled onto the throttle. The rear end started to kick around on him. So he went to correct.
Todd, you already know those Dolares coming out of
into the pit lane wall. The beginning of it. Just
those Dolares coming out of the turns. You should know that already.
The fuck are you talking about?
Earlier in the year, you were saying about the Dolares. After we were talking about Indy 500, like, those Dolares coming out of the turns, they're really,
I don't remember any of that shit. I was drunk.
Let's pull up the video.
Take the thing.
All right, the show goes back 15 months or whatever.
All right. Somebody fix your fucking mic.
Well, I told you to buy good shit, and how does that sound?
DJ and I have good stuff. I don't know why you got the shitty one.
All right. More sponsors to thank. AC to Z Mechanical Services. I will continue on here. Marc Newman, AC to Z.
That better? I think that was it.
No, it's the connection here.
Volt Vapes. just pay attention to me. Volt Vapes.
Fucking doing it.
Volt Vapes.
God, people's fucking children.
Why those two? Volt Vapes.
Sorry, we are enjoying far too much
Lion Tamer Beard Care.
Yes.
From Lion Tamer Shop. Whatever those called.
LionTamerBeardCare.com. Charmaine's Shop.
Yeah, Charmaine's Shop. The stuff really works actually good. Yeah.
Charmaine's? Actually, a really cool product.
FVP. FVP. And thank you to Royal Purple as well.
Those guys are good.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw yours.
That is not me. That is not me. I am not doing
I'm not touching anything.
DJ, fix your shit.
Got a hammer?
Jesus. Wait, hold on.
Check my earphones.
You check your earphones.
It's my earphones. They're Thunderfuck.
Thunderstruck?
Yes. Push them in all the way or something.
Do that.
Well, that's better for you, but I can't hear.
No, they didn't fix it.
That was it.
It's me!
Ha ha! Ha ha!
I knew that my fat belt.
Okay, just leave it plugged in.
Anyway,
and see how it goes.
We're trying to do the show, just letting you know. Anyway, back. I hope you're at home not hearing the static that I'm hearing in my headphones.
Oh, they are.
I'm hearing it in my headphones.
Yeah, they're hearing it.
Oh, well.
Because that's what they keep saying, here is static. Actually, that's, or what's his name?
Well, when you buy $40 worth of shit, and it's all this shit's $40, right?
It's all from China.
Oh, these are like $13. That's
all
what you're
from
talking
China.
about. You got the expensive one.
It could be me. I don't know.
How's that working?
No, we got the $13. You got the $19 headphones. Because we have really good sponsors. Thank you guys.
Hey, that might have been it. Might have been my mic. Okay, we're back. Let's go back and let's talk some racing.
You guys done fighting?
Hey, without Winston Cup, I didn't miss it. Anybody give a shit? I didn't give a shit.
No,
Winston Cup?
I tell you what,
Winston whatever the fuck.
You're only about 25 years behind.
Manx.
But
the Monster Series, a bunch of monsters. Fuck that.
But we did have other NASCAR. Other NASCAR stuff going on.
NASCAR.
Yep.
Somebody turn your shit down.
What? You guys are like here to be seen, not heard. Next.
You gotta give us at least 20 minutes to start the show, then you'll come on.
There you go.
Oh my god, I think he's gonna pee himself. He's laughing so hard. Look at that face. Oh my god. It's as red as his pants.
Do we have any viewers listening tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah, we got plenty.
I haven't looked.
We got plenty. Sam Newcomer says his wife loves the lip balm.
Well,
thank you.
Well, that's awesome, Sam. Michelle's a good person, so you watch your damn mouth.
Tempers in Racing, never heard of it. Never heard of Tempers in Racing.
I don't have the chat and all that stuff tonight.
Why don't you have the
I just have a picture of us.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Just look at me.
Oh, you got it over there.
Right.
So okay, tonight's show actually we need some call-in guests.
Right.
So if
sure.
you know
we'll get to that point here in a little bit. Yeah. We got to get to the truck
so
race.
Be prepared.
Let's Canadians. Get to let's get to some stuff here. No Monster Energy Cup, of course. They're back in action next week at Darlington for the Labor Day Classic.
We'll probably watch that.
The Lady in Black. So the night race. But NASCAR Xfinity was in action yesterday. Their third road course race in 4 races, believe it or not.
Don't talk about Bill Elliott. I don't give a shit.
But I will. Justin Allgaier won his fourth win of the year, his second road course win. He won at Watkins Glen 4 races ago. He actually takes over the points lead. Christopher Bell's five points back.
Christopher Bell. That's one
Bell.
of our guys.
Bell. He was running he was battling with Matt Tiff for 4th with 5 laps to go, and they made contact, and Bell went for a loop. He actually finished 27th.
Fucking tiffed. I have no idea who these people are.
Bill Elliott, 62 years old.
Would you stop it?
Started 23rd, and he finished 20th.
So Morgan
Shepard. Anybody else finish about... Did anybody else care about Bill Elliott?
Morgan Shepard's 140, and he races every weekend. I don't care.
You look 140. Anyway.
It's the stress.
So let's talk about the third wheel guy, okay?
No, you will like this one, though. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, okay?
What are you doing, the 8th and the 15th? Inside joke, my friend DJ.
Making your show sound really damn good.
Oh. That ain't my show on the 15th. You can do whatever you want there.
Just going to be in the spot.
Eddie, making your show sound damn really good.
Eddie who? Never heard of her.
Okay, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series.
Yes.
They went road course racing as well.
Great race.
Canadian Tire Motorsports Park up there in Canada. Let's you go ahead and set it up. I'm gonna talk about it really quick, just to set it up. Last lap. Two of our own Idaho 208 victors in the past, Noah Gragson and Todd Gilliland. Todd Gilliland's and Noah Gragson running 1 and 2 on the last lap.
Yep. And his grandpa Butch used to live in Parma.
Yep. So here we go.
Here we go.
Wait.
Dono's trying to cue it up. You guys are still looking at our mangy ass.
10 turns at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. And
wash my hair for this.
Are we ready?
So here we go. Running 1 and 2 on the final lap. Let's check this out.
Gragson in the back and Gilliland up front.
They're heading towards turn 9, coming up here pretty soon. Hang on.
They got the little corkscrew kink thing going on.
Here we go. Turn 9, then head into the final turn, turn 10. Watch this.
A little bit of loose, a little bit of tire load.
And goodbye.
Whole lot of... Oh, is that grass? Oh, just missed him.
Yeah.
Then it looks like WWE.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're just like looping around. I'm surprised that there's only, 1, 2, 3 trucks spread out right there. That whole field didn't just eat sheet metal.
There's only a few that actually made it through. So Todd Gilliland, understandably so, is kind of pissed off. He's going to try to go after Noah Gragson on the cool-off lap.
Oh, wait, we're still going in.
And here they go. He's bumping Gragson right there. He wants to take him to the tire barrier here. And
made you flinch.
Yeah.
2 for flinching.
So there you go. So there you have it.
Well, I met Noah Gragson. Watched him for about, 20 minutes.
That's it. That's all.
All right, I'm trying to hit the button.
He's just playing it over and over. Let's just do this all night.
Right?
It's a good show.
Anyway,
so
at Kern, a couple years back, went down to the winter shootout with TJ, and we rained out the first night. We were supposed to do qualifying and all that stuff. And Gragson was there at the go-kart track, and he is a very high-energy kid.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's probably got one of the worst cases of ADD I've known. He's very determined. He was just sitting there swinging golf clubs out of one of them stupid golf club simulators, yelling and screaming all by himself. It blew me away. I was like, what the hell?
I kind of had a feeling if Gragson got to Gilliland's back bumper on the final few turns, something was going to happen. As you saw, Justin Haley snuck through. He was running third at the time. He snuck through the mess, and he wins the race. That was actually the first race of the playoffs for the Truck Series. Let's talk about it, though. Some people blame it on... A lot of people are blaming that thing on Gragson. I actually...
Dono, are you paying attention here?
Nope. I'm sorry. We're talking
based on
racing.
what we talked about last week. having position on a guy.
Having position.
Never
really had position on a guy.
I did in college, freshman year.
You needed the money. You were young and you needed the money, right? No, you didn't need the money.
I chose that life.
So, that's some funny shit. Sorry, I'm laughing at Donna. So but position. If you look back at that replay,
the replay.
Gilliland got loose. Did Gregson help him? Okay, was he there?
Couldn't quite tell if they helped him or not coming out of that 10 because they were coming through 10.
I don't think they touched
when he got loose. It looked like he just goosed it a little too hard too early, and the rear end just kicked out maybe about a foot. But it made him lose that forward momentum, which the guy behind him had.
Here's the thing: Gilliland had the door open, and Gregson put it in there. He was there. Remember what we talked about last week?
What was that Facebook meme?
He was there.
Find it. Hold on.
Anyway, he was there. Okay, and. The best thing I think Gilliland could have, of course, 2020 is hindsight's 2020, but I think the best thing Gilliland could have done was give him some freaking room and let's drag race off turn 10 to the freaking line, and Gilliland might have been able to still win that race, Yeah,
there's a percentage of fault in every incident that occurs, and it's as an official you have to determine if there was contact, not what percentage. So that is always left to the Monday morning quarterback or the Sunday afternoon quarterback in this case.
Right.
Percentage of fault there, if I had to, and I don't, thank God, in our series have to do that, but if I had to go percentage of fault there, I'd say that was 40% Gregson, 60% Gilliland.
Yeah.
But I could be persuaded the other way, but it's not going to go more than 60-40 either way. So, you can get mad all you want. If you're leading, you're winning your first truck race, and, you're Todd Gilliland, and, your parents have all been NASCAR people and shit.
Right.
Gregson's trying to win too. And that would have been a huge win for him. That hurt Gregson huge in the points chase, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
And I think Gregson actually made an attempt to try to stay off of Gilliland because Gregson was actually on the curbing in turn 10 on the inside.
Having raced a lot, and you don't really think at that point. You're reacting only. You're not thinking. We stop, and a good friend of mine here not too long ago had, well, didn't you see this guy was intentionally doing this, and he swerved, and he did this, and you don't have time to think about all that. You're reacting the whole time. Yeah. What you have a chance to think about is what Gilliland was doing on the cool down lap, coming up behind him and hitting him. Right. Now we had a situation in our series earlier this year where we had two modifieds going ape shit down in Twin Falls, right? Climbing all over each other. They both had time to sit and think about that stuff. Yeah. Let's take a look at what Dono found here. This is kind of good, knowing your zones and having position how to avoid the entry wrecks. If you look at it, there's inside car has position, outside car has position. This is the way my father always explained it to me. I saw this earlier on Facebook. If the driver can see you, you're there. I mean, I grew up racing without mirrors and spotters. Sure. Spotters have made these guys worse drivers.
This is old racing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
spotters have made
spotter driving.
Well, it's the same because the spotter doesn't drive the car, but spotters have made racers worse.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion,
it lessens the skillcraft of racing.
Well, it's a gentleman's game. You drive in a sportsmanlike manner to each other, and if you got to force something down inside, well, his spotter should have told him that I was diving in there at 80 mile an hour. Well, no, his spotter shouldn't have. You shouldn't have been diving in there. We now have guys in races, and not just the Royal Purple Series, but others, that they're trying to make the spotter tell the driver to give them room. They're trying to force the issue. They throw things down inside where they know there's no chance of them coming out of that with momentum. They're throwing stuff down inside. Okay, a spotter will tell him I'm there now. Now I can drift up and slide. No! And thank God during a race, I don't have to decide that fault. But me as my Sunday afternoon quarterback, I can go, that's fucking horseshit. You don't drive that way. It's not the way that that's not a sportsmanlike way. But two cars touch, they both go to the back. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't have to decide fault and what percentage of fault.
I do love the old rule that we had with the gentleman's agreement. The gentleman tap. I love that.
Well, I can't wait for the John series to start. The Donovan John series.
Oh, I have all the answers. Don't worry about it.
That was probably the worst week I've ever had as an official, was the week that we had the issue with that.
As a concept, socialism works.
Make America great again, Trump, bitch.
Anyway, there's always both sides of the fence.
Liberal. I don't know. You probably figured that out. Liberal.
Yeah, there's always both sides of the fence in that argument, so respectable. So shall we move on to other stuff here?
Yeah, we probably should.
F1 was back in F1 was back in action. We got video.
They went to the hot tub.
Yeah, F1 was back in action. Of course, everybody knows my favorite track. We're going to show the start of this race.
Good.
Well, we were.
Being as you told me to wake up, I was asleep at 7:30 this morning, and I actually thought about setting the thing and waking up. But
we're just going to show the start. It was actually pretty entertaining.
In a minute.
As
soon as Dee finds it.
Hey, I closed the window.
We'll open it back up. It's the draft. Get the draft going here again.
He's still in the closet. Is that it? But anyway, back to that real quick while we're looking that up. We got to start realizing that people get hurt and these things cost a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So eventually somebody's got to figure this out. And, by and large, the series that I've been involved with, they treat each other pretty well compared to most. Watching some other series I've been to over the years, I don't know how those guys put up with one another.
Yeah.
We're getting that camaraderie back in the Royal Purpose Series to a point to where it's a lot of fun anymore. We're getting that camaraderie back. The most fun I ever had was in the Pro 4 group way back in the day when we all took care of one another and nobody crashed one another.
Right.
I'm working, getting there.
If you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. And everybody's going to have a different interpretation of this.
Yeah.
So what
and going back to what I said last week, if you earn that piece of real estate, you earned it. Why should I give it up? I earned it.
What were we talking about earning it? There was somebody
having position.
We were talking about who's at fault and when, where, why, and how.
Yeah, and that kind of bled over to, having position on a car.
But there was an incident we were talking about earning it. Oh, and it was the Robert Wicken.
Oh yeah. Reinhard Ray.
Reinhard Ray. He was alongside him. He's alongside him going down the chute. He'd earned the right because he had a better exit out of turn 2. Absolutely.
And if you want to complain, that was the first green flag lap. Let the guy go then. Let him go. If you're worried about that, let the guy go.
Wait, I just noticed. Did you record these with your phone?
Shut up. Okay. I couldn't find any good YouTube video. That's the only reason why I went to that.
I'm like, wait a second. I see screen.
Thanks, Dono. Thanks, Dono. Now everybody else is going to notice it.
Hey.
Okay. No, I couldn't find any good YouTube video, so I had to.
All right, here we go.
Had to improvise.
Because nobody was watching it.
Started the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa today.
Turn him up, Johnny Walker. But Johnny Walker paid for that.
Lights out. Here we go. Lights out. One.
The safety cars behind the cars. And away we go.
All right, so here we go. Turn 1, the hairpin.
Crikey.
Watch this.
Boom!
Ooh, he went over him.
You're not supposed to go over the top of the guy in front of you.
Fernando Alonso.
Way around the track.
Here's the run down into Eau Rouge, my favorite turn. Watch this.
God, unbelievable. So freaking fast.
195 miles an hour. Watch this now. Going into the next turn. Watch this.
They're coming here for the chicane.
Actually, it's a left.
The quick left, right?
They're 4 wide. Don't
4 wide. 4 wide going into the.
That's such a hard. And then this is my favorite part right here. They come around to hit this drop.
So that's really about it. They're gonna yellow flag came out, safety car came out, and they're gonna show. So Fernando Alonso got punted by Mika Hülkenberg going into the hairpin on.
Hey, look, Johnny Walker.
It's a very nasty wreck.
So there you go. So on the start of that race, Mika Hülkenberg punted Fernando Alonso going into the hairpin, turn 1. That was the result of that.
That sucked.
But in the end, Sebastian Vettel won his 52nd career Grand Prix.
Not Hamilton won.
No, Vettel took the lead, and he was gone. He was gone. His 52nd career win, that breaks the tie with Alain Prost for third all-time now. Vettel's now third all-time by himself.
Doesn't matter.
He was always asking, who's this?
Right.
Hamilton now has a 17-point lead over Vettel with 8 races to go, so that's getting actually pretty interesting now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, after
the only one who gets excited over this stuff.
I love F1.
I'm kidding.
I do too. After the first 3 laps, though, it's the boringest fucking shit you ever saw.
I'm going to give you that.
That's why I showed you lap 1.
Yeah, usually most F1 races, in the first 2 to 3 laps, it's settled. And then you might have some passes in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, put them on an 8-car invert or something stupid.
Or a 22-car invert there.
Oh, yeah.
Passing points.
We've seen Hamilton and Vettel come from the back of the pack a couple times this year.
What's that?
waiting on his own now.
Oh, he is?
For the first time yesterday.
So this just in from the studio audience that Wiccan is.
He was talking.
Yeah.
Talking,
you guys can hear him.
Talking with his family.
Yeah.
I knew that.
He said, "What the fuck was Hunter Ray thinking?"
I'm not to IndyCar news. I'm getting to IndyCar news now.
When we got done messing around with Tucker last night, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I got home last night and actually watched the race at Gateway, start to finish. I got to bed about 1:30. So I did watch the IndyCar race.
A lot of green flag racing there, not a whole lot of yellow.
A lot of sleeping in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Hey, wake up.
Was this NASCAR? Damn it.
Cat jumped up on me. Ah, shit.
So IndyCar, yeah. Will Power won his third of the year last night at Gateway. Nice. Rossi finished second. Dixon finished third. 2 races left. Now Dixon has a 26-point lead over Rossi. Sonoma, the last race of the year, is a double points race. Keep that in mind.
They're going to Portland again, which is kind of
next
cool.
weekend.
Yeah, they're headed to Portland.
Next weekend. Next weekend, Portland.
Is it next week?
Labor Day weekend, yeah.
Is it
I heard it
next
maybe next weekend. Is that true?
Labor Day week, yeah. Shut up.
Okay. Next weekend, right? What are you doing next weekend? There's a race in Portland.
We should go.
Next weekend.
I got a tent sale. Fucking.
I don't have another race until the 21st, so I'm good.
You know, next weekend there's a race in Portland and IndyCar.
I went
DJ, how are you, buddy? Oh, wow,
salty.
And this next bit of information, I'm going to put it under USAC news, actually. The Copper World Classic is going to return back to Phoenix.
I read that this week.
Been about 8 of them.
Right?
Yeah. Formerly called PIR, now called ISM Raceway, the Copper World Classic.
What the hell does ISM stand for?
Ingenuity Sun Media. Ingenuity Sun Media.
It's Phoenix.
PIR.
Per.
The details are still kind of sketchy, but it's going to be a NASCAR Canon East and West race.
Really?
Along with USAC Silver Crown and some kind of sprint car division and some kind of super late and late model.
They should bring some mini stocks in there to really liven up the show.
So here's the reason why I'm
bring the supers back.
So the reason why I'm putting this under USAC news, it's the date of the race is January 10th to the 13th. And
it's a week before the Chili Bowl.
It's the 13th is the day before the Chili Bowl starts, because the Chili Bowl starts on January 14th.
So that'd be a hell of a road trip.
So for USAC, for those USAC Silver Crown guys, and probably for some sprint car guys, it's going to be a long away from home for about 10 days.
3 weeks, yeah. Well, they'll get to Phoenix on Wednesday. And stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And the interesting thing there's going to be the stock car show.
Yep.
I mean that they'll, if they have the money to do that right, those Southwest Tour races down there, they had some good shows.
Nice. Yeah.
The midget race was always the best race. The midget race was always the best race. But
I have a love-hate with the midgets.
The midget race down there was 25 laps, and it was always usually green, white, checkered, and it was a complete battle.
Yep.
One of the best races I've ever seen in my life was Dan Drynan and Davey Hamilton battling hard.
They actually draft at that track. They actually draft that track.
So they swapped the lead
for the
every straightaway.
Passing for the lead. Yeah. A lot of passes for the lead in that race.
And David ended up crashing out of 4, kicking the car sideways, trying to get around Drynan, and kept it up against the wall and ended up finishing second, I think.
Yeah.
But he was sliding along the wall the whole way.
Yep.
Whenever I see midgets on a big track, anything bigger than a quarter mile, it just...
Now, it is scary. Midgets on a 1 mile track. That is scary.
It's like a little car. It's like watching... It's like watching the Bandoleros. You get a little itty bitty car.
Bandoleros?
It's a little itty bitty car running on a big track going
Mini
insane miles, and you're just like, that can't be good for you when you hit the wall.
I tell you what, down in Phoenix, you go down in Turn 1, and you watch those midgets or those sprint cars or the super modifieds, and they're doing about 170.
Right.
And the super modifieds work, and you go down there and you go, don't do this anymore. Stop this race. And I've seen 4 people die at Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you should stop going because people are dying.
That's a good point. Maybe that's why they quit.
Right.
Stop them out.
Someone's dying.
But no, I mean it terrible in stock cars.
It's a 50%
Silver Crown
death
cars,
rate at that point.
I saw Rex Beach's wreck with the super modified, which was insane, terrible. He lived through it, but
So Donovan, we got one more picture to show. One more picture. It's a picture actually, not a video. So last week we talked, one more bit of news here. We talked about the midget race at Indianapolis, the Driven to Save Lives BC 39 presented by NOS Energy.
In turns 3 and 4 at the big track at Indianapolis.
We're going to show
Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, we're going to show a picture of what that track looks like.
Oh, that's the track. I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's the track. Good job.
As of last Wednesday, they are now over 100 entries.
Whoa.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit so everybody catches up. Tell us what's going on there, Deej.
So basically, it's a USEC national midget race. It's a race that's in honor of the late Brian Clausen. It's a 39-lap midget race. That's why it's called the BC 39, and it's honoring the late Brian Clausen, who lost his life about 2 years ago at the Belleville Midget Nationals. As you can see there, the picture, it's on the inside of turn 3 along the back straightaway.
Hang on. Does anything seem odd about that picture to anybody but me?
The grandstands are actually still being built on the right side.
No. How do you get off the track?
Right.
You flip.
There.
That's how you get on there, Thunderwhack. How do you get off? Do you got to turn right that hard?
Right there. Yeah, you're gonna come around. Wow.
Well, maybe there's still
those cars that don't turn right are going to turn right. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe they're still working on it.
You do a big left and back through.
The cutoff date for entries is going to be this coming Wednesday. The record for the most
right there.
The record for the most entries in a USEC national midget race.
Maybe. So the break of the fence.
The record for the most entries for USEC national midget race is 109. That was set back in 1990 at Ascot Park for Turkey Night Grand Prix. So I think they're going to eclipse that record for this race here.
How big is the track?
Quarter mile.
Wow, that's meridian right there, guys.
That's a quarter mile, like in the race groove on the outside, because that infield is nothing.
Yep. It's going to be on Wednesday and Thursday of September 5th and 6th, a part of Brickyard 400 weekend.
Wow.
So they're probably going to set that record. Like I said, last Wednesday they were at 100 a little over 100 entries, like 103. No, 105. I'm sorry, 105 entries they were at.
Wow.
And so this is a quarter mile. If you think of meridian, that racing, the quarter mile's got to be the racing groove out here.
Well, there's nothing to reference it.
You got a building here. You got the fence posts, which are probably spaced just like meridians.
Oh, they're probably 30 feet.
Well, that's about the size of the Chili Bowl track in Tulsa. So
yeah, it probably was made just right after the Chili Bowl track. That's my guess.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, record-setting event probably. It's going to happen.
And hats off to the Holman George family for trying something different.
Yep.
You know, that track sits there. It's beautiful. And without the tours and the museum and everything, I'm sure that thing, just they probably wouldn't make much money there.
We mentioned last week the big names are going to be in it: Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Ricky Stenhouse, and a host of others.
Richie Stinkhouse. Yep.
Yeah. So there you have it. That's all I got for this week.
That's pretty cool, man.
National stuff.
I'm excited about that. Hopefully it'll be televised.
I haven't heard anything about that yet, but I'm sure there'll be some kind of...
I know that ABC has the rights for the Brickyard. No, the ABC doesn't. It's NBC now. The rest of the year.
Right.
It's NBC.
Yeah, they take over the Brickyard.
Maybe they'll put it on NBCSN or something like that. That's cool.
So there you have it.
Nice.
Good deal.
So what happened at Meridian?
What happened at
Meridian? Are we going to talk to our guests?
Well, now that we're on the Meridian, that's like we've been here for like 45 minutes already.
No, we haven't.
We had to eat real quick.
Right?
Yeah. My food didn't even get digested.
It's still working. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we had an amazing night. Do you want to go right into tonight's topic since it is 7:30, or do we want to talk about Meridian's standings, or do you want to? Because I think going right into shit, that's gonna be hard. We have to talk about the truck race.
Well, let him organize. He's more organized than either one of us are ever going to be.
What?
Well, he's probably got an agenda. He's probably got it all written down.
Here.
Do we want to just hammer through the? No, I believe you.
Meridian results. Let's talk about some Meridian results.
Just hammer down real quick, and then we go right into the truck race, and we go right into the topic.
We'll just talk about winners, I guess. So,
because I heard there's a mini stock race. A couple guys did good.
High school tuners. Riley Rogers returned.
Right, the return of Rogers.
Yep,
both Rogers. The little sister was back.
What's the plural of Rogers?
Rajari.
Riley Rogers, he won the tuner race last night in the mini stock division. Jason Wardle won. There was some excitement in that.
A little bit. Well, in the B heat, there was a lot. We'll talk about that off air. If you guys want to hit me up.
Donovan here, he finished third. So good outing.
Tucker's coming back.
Yep. Always Pitman.
Pro Force last night. Brendan Fries won over an ailing Kenny Chandler. When I say ailing, he was down one cylinder last night.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
He bought a 3-banger to a 4-banger fight.
Yeah. Brendan Fries also said he was having some motor issues throughout the day as well. So, but Brendan had a commanding win last night.
I stuck my head in Kenny's window and I said, dude, you're down a cylinder. He goes, I think it's a plug wire or something because it's weird. Everything's running fine. And I stuck my head there and I goes, Rich. And he goes, cylinder ain't firing for some reason. He goes, yeah, man, my eyes are watering too. You know, Kenny, the way he talks.
Yep.
And it was blah, down the straightaways. Of course, he's still pulling away from third, so give him credit.
Yeah, Alex Dude actually finished third, so actually a decent run for him.
Dude, I made it.
Pepsi Sprint Cars, ISRLs, Drew Crenshaw. He's actually starting to come along pretty good in those things.
You know, if he could actually get off of work early enough to get some practice in the car, he might be able to, like, qualify better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's racing a fucking good. He had, like, what, second last week?
That sounds like my whole Pro 4 career. Because I worked in car sales, and I'd get off work at 5 o'clock. I never had practice.
I love watching Crenshaw walking in at, like, 3:45, 4:30. He's like, oh, okay, I'm here. Missed practice. I guess I'll go qualify.
Yeah.
Worse than Josh Jackson.
Do that again.
Harder. Yeah.
Did you see like the knot in the cut I got from nailing Everett Meeks' pop-up? the pop-up. Dude,
that's what your kids are calling it.
I concussed myself.
Yeah, you had a little scar on your nose and stuff. I don't know if you got in a fight with a cat or what. I don't know what you're dealing with.
Well, there's definitely a pussy involved.
PitstopUSA.com modifieds.
Yeah, you're the pussy. Anyway, what?
Modifieds.
Modifieds!
Double main events last night. Colton Nissen won the first one.
Yes, he did.
Brian Warp took the second one, and Colton actually got into a little bit of a wreck there. The second one,
Brian got second and first.
Yep.
He got second in the first main on Colton's butt, and he won the second one.
Yep. Josh Jackson finished second in the second one. Yeah. Pro Trucks last night. What a great race.
Get there.
Well, you know,
Hornets, junior singers, high school tuners.
Yeah, Riley Rogers won.
Rogers,
Yep, Riley Rogers, DJ Serrani, James Strickwerda. Pro Trucks last night.
Pro Trucks.
Some stuff to talk about, I guess, with that, if you want to talk about it. But Jonathan Gomez won his
Don't look at me. I got too many friends here.
Yeah, me too. Eighth or ninth.
Hey, they're all friends.
Open up. It says.
Is that the peanut gallery back there?
I don't know.
Who let the fans in?
I don't know.
Beer wench.
So we had some. I guess there were some issues with lap traffic last night. We have some. We've got some opinions on that.
No issues.
Jonathan Gomez. Also, he took the win, but I guess there was...
he passed John Newhouse. Newhouse been working on that truck. It's got it pretty dialed. The thing looks like a wedge going down the racetrack.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little aerodynamic.
But did anybody see Gomez leave Newhouse at all? And did Newhouse ever get left?
Never got left.
Never got left.
In my opinion, what happened was there was a slight spin, a little issue over in 1 and 2, and some dirt got on the racetrack. Rightfully so. They stayed green. The spotters can tell them, you know. But coming out of 2, Newhouse did a and Gomez was right there, and Gomez went filled the hole going into 3.
Yeah.
And then used him up a little bit in the center of the corner to make certain he got the pass.
Oh yeah.
Which that's racing.
Freaking Gomez shoot the hell out of that.
Part of it, and I think he used his mulligan because of the dirt to get by him. And that's how the lead started, at least at that point.
Oh, yeah.
That's how the lead got into Gomez's hands, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Quali gave it one heck of a run there at the end.
Let's talk about that. Jason Quali been running a bunch of different cars. The way the actual traffic broke at the start of that, and I love Bruce and Jason Quali. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not a secret that Rob Powers is one of my better friends in the world, and Bruce Quali is his cousin.
Right.
So
I did not know the relation. That's very cool.
Oh yeah, that's where Rob.
I've been a Quali fan for a while, watching him run.
Sure, and Jason's run midgets this year. We watched him when he raced in Twin and so forth, and good people. And Bruce Quali's first class, nice man. He really is, and so is John Gomez and Jonathan Gomez. But he didn't get the right shake on the start. You know, he got shuffled a bit. I think he was 4th quick on the night in qualifying, or maybe 3rd. Quali, yeah,
I think so.
Right in there, but he got the
he had a good run.
Yeah, he had a shakeout to where he had to come back and pass everybody, and the 26 and the 22 had the faster lane at the start, or maybe it was the first caution. I can't remember which, but Quali got shuffled a bit, and so at one point he was 8th out of a 10-car field, about lap 20, and he had to come back through, and he did a great job passing John Wong. He did a great job coming up and passing
that 3rd through 7th battle.
Yeah. And while they were doing this, of course, Gomez and Newhouse are nose to tail and checked out. You know, and they were coming up to pass They were already, lapping the back half of the field. There was about a 50-lap green flag run in there.
Yeah, huge.
About 50 laps.
We had an early caution, and then it just went forever until lap 9.
Yeah.
Or
9 to go.
9 to go, yeah.
Yep.
Then what happened, DJ?
Wait.
So,
we got to back that up, though, because all the fun started with about 20 to go. When the leaders caught.
Yes. They caught
third through
seventh.
Yeah, and they were
my God.
So
and that's where we will invite anyone who was there.
Yeah.
To call up and talk.
Call up, text, message.
Did you put your number out?
I'm not. They either got to know my number. I'm not going to give that stuff out. But hit us up. On our Turn5.Live.
Hang on, let me get you Donald's number.
but so here's the thing. Because I'm not afraid to ruffle some feathers.
Should we set this up really quick?
We should. DJ,
Gomez,
set us up.
Gomez has got the lead.
Gomez and Newhouse
and he's
battling. Not just has the lead. They are bumper to bumper for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
paint that picture.
By the time Gomez caught lap traffic, Newhouse was probably about 3 or 4 car lengths behind, and they were side by side in front of Gomez. The lap traffic was side by side, and neither lane was moving. And here comes Newhouse, and he catches Gomez, and before you know it, lap traffic is side by side. Now Gomez and Newhouse are side by side. So they're trying to decide which is going to move, which line, who's going to move, which line, high or low, and
thank you, sir.
Neither one was moving. So we got 2 lap cars side by side. We got first and second side by side for probably about a few laps there at least.
I saw that differently. Can I back up a bit?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. The first time they ran into a lapper issue.
A true lapper issue.
A true lapper issue was a red truck, 65.
Yep.
And he was getting his third lap or second lap down. There was a blue truck, 28. I don't know any of these people. So they're all nice people.
I know like 4 of the drivers, and then it's the green truck and the black truck. And the
knowing the flagman that was running the race and how they do things there, they were way ahead of their game getting these trucks moved down, right? The blue truck was given the hold your position flag, or probably 2 laps before they really needed to get there, because I know how this flagman and how their track works, how their stuff works. Very similar. I wish I was as that good in the World Purple Series.
Yeah, so we need a better flagman hitting it.
Well, let's get my kid over here and we'll have a fight.
Let's talk into the other guy.
Cool. So the blue truck, essentially, he was under a hold your position flag. Okay. And my interpretation of the blue and yellow flag is hold your position, which means don't challenge anybody in front of you. Run whatever line that they have prescribed in the pit meeting or as a common factor. He decided that the red truck was so slow, he goes, well, I'm just going to go past him real quick. And I'm sure spotters say, yeah, you got time. But when he did that, that made the leaders check up and allowed second place to get on the leader.
So
that's what I saw the first time. Now, that's until they ran into the 4th, 5th, and 6th place.
Right. Now that reset the lead battle when the red truck was side by side.
Part of short track racing.
Allowed Gomez to get up behind him, and it allowed Newhouse to come up alongside Gomez and really started sparking a very interesting conversation coming from the announcers and from the fans in the North End, because I am a North End animal and love to enjoy my beverage after the race.
I haven't been here long enough to be a North End. I mean, okay. Man, I'm an original North End animal, bro.
Just because you're old.
I remember when they were named North End animals.
Sometimes North End animals come as an animal and reside in North End.
I'm old too.
So we had this really great moment that happened at Meridian Speedway when that happened. That unfolded. And it was rather unexpected, but you can kind of sort of see it unfolding about 2 laps before it happened. When those first 2 trucks went side by side. And I don't know if they had a position battle or not. It seemed like they were running nose-tail for a little while. And I don't know if I thought they were on the same lap together.
No, the red truck was a lap down. The blue one was not at that point.
Okay,
first time. Because they also did it again with the second and third place trucks.
Correct, but that was later. But so when the leaders caught them, that was an incredible battle those two were having. They were having it for quite a while. And so when they went side by side, and all of a sudden Gomez and Newhouse caught them, one thing I loved when they showed the blue and yellow, those guys kept racing, and the blue and yellow didn't come back out again. He wasn't pointing black flag at him, wasn't pointing the blue and yellow flag at him. They were running their race. And when the two of them sitting there side by side, you can tell Gomez was just not wanting to be in that position. Which fortunately, the the truck on the inside got the run, got out, and Gomez got
the
through.
blue and gray truck.
Yeah, got the position and made the move.
Yeah,
but that was just from my point of view as a fan, with a couple of beers, fucking cool.
Well, the trucks are cool anyway.
Yeah,
you know how much we love the trucks.
Oh my god! I had Chad Best sitting next to me and a couple other guys, and we were just like, wow, because that's how I do it.
Was it a rock concert? What the heck?
Hey, dude, when you got
There's a party in his mouth, everybody was coming.
I tried.
Sorry.
Kyle,
we just lost DJ.
I'm good.
We need a substitute host.
Okay. All right.
You never heard that before?
No, I've heard it. I just never heard it here.
Donovan never heard that.
Nor was I expecting that to come.
Oh, here we go again.
Me.
That's what she said.
Here we go again. Wow.
Anyway, so that set off a chain of events that happened from there because just shortly thereafter, once Newhouse and Gomez cleared, they, within a couple laps, caught the main pack.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And something truly unbelievable happened that I don't think I've seen on a short track basically ever. A race kept happening with a race happening.
Yeah.
And while I did see the blue and yellow flag come out, it was a presented in a manner with which of, hey, by the way, the leaders are here. Carry on.
Yeah. So obviously there's some differing opinions on that. I want to hear from our viewers as well. What you think? What is the blue and yellow flag?
When you see the blue flag, yellow stripe, sometimes orange stripe, I've seen it as an orange stripe.
Of course, you'll have some idiot call up and say, it means there's a race going on and you're not in it.
Right, I love that.
No, but what's it really mean? I mean, we got to control race cars, right?
as a rules and a law of mini stock racing, of racing in general, what does that flag mean? What is the definition of it? Why is it that flag?
Pick me.
I'm going to go with Latham.
Latham.
No, please. Over here.
Question?
Please, pick me. Pick me.
Stop looking at porn on your phone.
Black.
But no, seriously. For anybody out there, post it up. Let's talk about it. Don't break the chair. So, what is the blue and yellow flag? What is its purpose when flown on the track during competition?
You're late for your party.
All right.
It means you're sucking. You're not running right? Very good.
And what does it tell you as the car who may or may not be slower? And what does it tell you as the leader who's coming upon a? All right, we are having issues here.
So go, Kyle.
Go. Kyle, what do you got? Kyle Latham, roll over here.
Come on over here, Kyle.
Run over here, Kyle.
We got a couple of guys here. We got Kyle Latham, driver. No, I guess he's not driving this year.
He doesn't have wheels on that thing.
Oh, he's not rolling. Share the mic.
I don't have rollers.
You can't share mine. No, I'm kidding.
All right. So we will let Kyle go.
Go ahead, Kyle.
We also got Cody Kirkland over here.
He's got many miles around.
He is absolutely shaking his head that he is excited to be here.
Just talk normal.
Yeah, just talk normal. A little closer and you'll be fine.
He doesn't want to get
I
involved.
am normal.
Right. So as a competitor, longtime racer, longtime fan of racing, we've talked about you quite a bit on air. Your brother was here not long ago. For you, what do you think that blue and yellow flag is?
Leaders are coming up on you, and you hold your line.
Hold your line.
Wrong!
Nope.
DJ!
Do you want Todd's?
No. When you see it, what do you think it is?
That's it.
Hold your line.
But in the Royal Purple Modified
We
series,
didn't cover that yet.
we go to the high side.
We didn't cover that yet.
Still not 100% accurate.
Nobody else will be.
That's the fun part, though.
Yeah.
It's an interpretation
it
thing.
is
That's
an
why we're
interpretation.
talking about it tonight.
Newcomer. It's
That's
a
why it's a
courtesy
good
flag.
topic, actually.
Newcomer says it's a courtesy flag.
It's called a courtesy flag
Yeah.
in some circles.
So newcomer, define courtesy flag. Type that out. DJ, what do you think that is?
I'm sorry for your bad luck that you're not running that great tonight. You are about to get lapped. Let's show some courtesy to the leader, and let's move over, let him go by, and then when he moves over, then you can resume your battle.
Oh, wait. Resume your battle. So I know
If you can. But again, I'm sorry you're getting lapped.
So even if you're in a battle, If you're in a position battle,
first place takes precedence over your battle over 7th and 8th.
This is gonna be fun. I think both of these men have had way too much meat in their mouths today.
All right. Should we let Todd in on this?
Todd, as the series owner.
Hell, you guys! I don't want to tell you now.
I'm going to hold mine back because I'm dictating this line of conversation, so I get to trump all of you guys with my correct opinion.
What's going on? Don't bounce your leg.
Somebody. Is that done? Is it still going?
It's terrible.
Okay, that's not me. That's you.
It's
you. It's
is there
always
static
you.
out there? Okay.
We'll have to change that.
The courtesy flag, as Sam so eloquently, correctly explained, is what it's called. What does it mean? Hold your position.
Hold your position.
It means don't pass anyone. Stay in a single type format where the leaders have an opportunity to clear you with a lane.
Right.
Okay. Now, in our series, it's just one of thousands of series across the United States, right?
Right.
What'd they say?
Oh, Gilligan. Now we know why Kyle's always on probation.
Yeah. Gilligan's drunker than me. You tell him to shut up.
Gilligan's got a ways to go to catch me, though.
Yes. But I love you, Scotty Badass. I'm just kidding. But hold your position. In our series, we have a rule we talked about at the winter meetings. We used to talk about it every race. If you're getting past, where do you go? We decided that this year every race was going to be to the top. So hold your position, move to the top, let the leaders by, and resume your battle.
Okay.
So hold your line, which you were like 90% right. So I fucked with you a little bit. But
You always do.
well, that's my job. Kyle, think about it. I've known you since you were scrotoplasm.
Well, I tell you what, he's got some stuff. He's got some stuff going on tonight. Wow.
So, but I love you. That's why it's hold your position.
Yeah.
Hold your line that's what I yell at your spotter about.
All right.
Or I yell at you about when you're spotting.
So I think you're gonna ask the same thing I'm probably gonna ask. Well, we'll go ahead.
Well, so I agree. The flag is a like newcomer, which I think he responded.
Yeah.
No, can't hear you.
Can you read newcomer?
I can't
So Sam said it's up to you to hold. Hang on, Jesus.
Right, he wrote a little dissertation on the blue and yellow flag.
Sam said it's up to you to hold your line and let them go, but just don't roll over from racing. You don't give up racing.
Right.
You don't give up racing. You just don't go challenge somebody new. You don't start when the yellow and blue flag, striped flag, is displayed. You don't attack a new position.
Right.
You don't instigate
That's what I saw happen last night.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
So the flag, and I agree, it is a courtesy flag to let a driver know that the leader or leaders are approaching you, and to not make any sudden new movements. It's to hold your line. Where are you comfortable racing? You race there and hold what you're doing. Don't change.
Yeah. Don't start a new pass.
Right. Or don't all of a sudden, like if you're running the mid line, don't all of a sudden go to the low line. Don't all of a sudden go to the high line. Don't do anything fucking stupid. Drive your line, the leaders are coming.
It depends on the series a bit. Yeah,
right.
But
so other series have the modifications to that rule. But as a general rule, the blue and yellow flag is the, hey, heads up, this is what's coming to you, pay attention.
Okay.
Right.
So
now
I have a question with that, though, too. Since we all love NASCAR so much,
Didn't say that.
NASCAR
It's been a decade, dude.
Why do they never use the blue and yellow flag? Why don't they ever use it? Why are we using it, but they don't?
I thought they used it on the short tracks.
I thought they did. I don't know.
I don't remember seeing it on the big tracks, but I think I remember seeing it on.
I've seen it at Daytona.
Granted, there's not a camera on the flagman at all times, but
no, there's not.
But I went to Vegas. I went to Phoenix.
Always, and this, I know this is probably leading into what you're getting ready to talk about. But they're always racing for position. They're racing that leader.
Most NASCAR guys are racing, yes.
And I know I've been on the negative side.
To stay on the lead lap, hence the reason why they do the lucky dog to try to hopefully
to stop that battle from happening
and affecting the leader.
Right. So last night in that beautiful truck race.
Fucking great.
Oh my god! So let's start with this. Randy Kerr, you put on an amazing fucking series, dude. An amazing series.
Of course he does.
Oh my
Randy's the dean of everybody. It's what we want to be.
And no disrespect to you and your series. As a regional tour series, the ISRL and the Pro Trucks, holy fuck. Buy the tickets, go see the show. It's worth every minute.
And just for what it's worth, Donovan's asking me how much are Pro Trucks these days. Right. And so...
Hey, you can tell Skyberg, all those guys, I've been looking at the ISRL cars and the Pro Trucks for at least 3 or 4... Well, before I built Tucker. And then, because I built Tucker because somebody started the Sport Compact series. I was shopping for an ISRL or a truck series.
Spank.
Yep. So that's where I was going to go before that got introduced. So I had to build a car for that. But that's I was going one way or the other.
Right.
But, Gomez, new house. They got past those 2 trucks. They're catching up onto the pack of about 6 trucks who were actively battling one another. How many times did they save, make stupid, I don't know if Chad Best is watching, coming out of 2, how many times did somebody completely and utterly sideways in the grass save it and keep driving with no yellow?
3 times that I know of.
Holy shit, it was amazing. A testament to the guys driving, wheelmen, all of them.
Right.
Huge props. That whole pack were fender to fender, beating the crap out of each other, and never lost a beat. They'd lose a spot or 2, and then they'd get it back, and then they'd fight each other. I was just melting. I cannot. It was insane.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, they pulled the blue and yellow, and the leaders are there, and not one of those guys laid the fuck up. They raced, and they didn't stop racing.
And I believe they were side by side still in front of the leaders.
Yeah, when they were if they were side by side when they got the hold your position flag, that's their position.
Yeah, right.
That's just short track racing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God.
Now, if they took advantage of the fact that the guy in front goes, all right, I'm holding my position, I'm going to step here, and some dude dives underneath, which happened last night on more than one occasion. Under the flagman was way ahead of them, the tower was way ahead of them, and they still did it. That's what drives me crazy.
Yeah. So
should have been penalties.
There were There were the announcers, and this is my thing. I'm in the North End. We're drinking. We're having a good time. We're watching racing, and the radio, coming over the speakers is, why isn't that guy moving over? Why isn't he moving over? And I'm thinking, the fuck?
What were you thinking?
The fuck?
One more time, because I didn't hear you.
Tell us, Quenisha. Tell us, Quenisha.
What the fuck? Why the fuck would anybody move the fuck over in racing?
Your grandma's going to hear your mouth.
You know what? Did you go to church today? You went to church today, didn't you?
I went to church last night. Little Church of Merville.
Man, oh man.
Where's your t-shirts, by the way?
Dude, I sent you the picture.
I know.
I messed that up.
Yeah.
I got to get all new emulsion. Anyway, so here I am. I'm in the North End, hanging out. And I'm hearing, and then from the fans as well, they got to move the fuck over. Why aren't they moving? Well, I don't know. Maybe 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th has an issue with laying up. Because I didn't put on a helmet to go run and let people pass me. It's not how we roll.
I still think hold your line. Don't change your position.
Hold your position.
Hold your position and let the leaders go by. Now, here's a question. There's not a right or wrong answer about this. Right. Just I want to hear you guys' feelings on this. Let's say these guys are not moving over for the leader, and all of a sudden they start wrecking in front of the leader, and now the leader's involved, and now the second place is involved.
Shouldn't have unloaded.
You brought your race car to a racetrack and racing shit happened.
Shouldn't have fucking unloaded. You don't want to wreck your race car? Leave it on the trailer.
Right.
Well,
that's the one way to guarantee you don't get a wrecked race car on a race day. So don't unload it.
Once again,
ask Andrew Harbison that one.
If they're battling for 25 laps, which they were essentially,
oh my God,
and the leaders
that race
them,
ran forever.
They were already side by side when it was time, which is usually half a straightaway, maybe a little bit more.
Right.
You know, you anticipate how fast they're coming up on them. We have flagmen in the room. I've been one. You anticipate kind of when you're going to get to there, right? You start giving the hold your position flag. It's not a move over flag.
Don't you fucking use that phrase in here. Move over flag. I got to move over for you.
So I move your mom over.
I'm going to molder your ass.
I'm going to move your mom out of my house is what I'm going to do. Molder my ass.
What the heck?
Ask Molder.
I don't.
No, not really.
So anyway,
rather not.
They're not supposed to stop
Love you, Molder.
racing.
Still respect.
They're not, of course.
Yeah.
They're not going to start moving over.
No.
Nobody wants them to. That's not what the flag for. The flag says, hold the current position you're in, and the leader's coming. If they're side by side, 10 laps before they get there, the leaders get there, Okay, that's short track racing. Welcome to Meridian.
And here I am.
Right? Yeah. That's what happened, too, wasn't it?
I am a hardcore believer through and through.
The flagman is in the room, by the way, for the truck series. And he's like, yeah, that's what happened.
I'm talking shit about the flagman. He's sitting like 2.5 feet behind DJ. Kick your feet up. We can see him.
Getting Donovan's beer, by the way.
Right?
So she's been beer bitch.
He's been my beer wench.
If Donovan keeps talking shit about him, something just might end up in his beer. Want another beer? Just saying.
I would love another beer, please.
Rub your balls on it.
Give him another beer so he can keep on cussing.
So here I am, right? So we're watching this race, and everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta move over," blah, 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 blah. And the radio's like, "Oh, we gotta move over. Why are they moving over?"
The announcer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call names.
Guys, I swear. Well, they just narrowed it down to about 1 or 2.
But like at the same time, I mean, you got to look at there was some amazing that battle. You take out first and second. You look at third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and I want to say it was seventh. I think it was a 5-car battle that was going on because they were. Hey, thank you. I appreciate.
Be nice now.
A little salty.
Give it 15 minutes.
That race by itself was an amazing race. Just that, add in the fact that then Gomez and Newhouse showed up, and they were battling each other while battling and lapping down cars. And once they cleared fourth, fifth, and sixth, and then Quali.
And Quali and Wong.
Yeah, and because they had to go on the inside of Wong, and Quali was running in the low line.
Yes.
That was fucking amazing.
Well, in fairness to Jason was pretty much just as fast as them.
Right. No, he did a great job.
Maybe a tenth slower.
Yeah. Not even that much.
But I looked at it this way. If Gomez would have went outside to try to... Jason doesn't have to move.
Right.
I mean, in their series, he doesn't have to run the top or the bottom, just hold his position.
He got I want to say it was loose or whatever in 1 and 2, which allowed Gomez to get his nose underneath. And that's when Gomez and Newhouse got him because he got stuck on the high side. He kind of got screwed.
He didn't get lapped. The yellow came out before he got lapped.
No, that was for the 12.
The 12 was
for
Quali.
That's Quali.
But no, for Wong.
Yes, Wong, you're right.
Yeah, Wong got just a touch loose, and then so all of a sudden Gomez darted low, got underneath him, just put him a lap down, and Gomez or Quali was like, I ain't moving. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
No.
You gotta pass. And all of a sudden the whole north end was just going freaking balls. I said freaking.
What's freaking balls? Is that exciting? In other words?
Yeah, we were at least my section. The other racers who were in the north end. We were losing it.
Yeah.
At least I'm freaking hoarse from it.
Jeremy White says you always take that risk when you unload. Absolutely.
Right. Every day.
Absolutely.
What we said, wasn't it?
Yep. Absolutely.
I love that Randy Kerr put a series together that enabled a show like that to happen because Quali knew the rules and what was going on, and he didn't flinch, he didn't budge. He knew his right to race his race, and if someone was faster, they had to pass him. And it's like he at no point threw a block. He held him back. He ran his run. What are you guys laughing about? Is it
Todd now has a ball fetish going on here.
What? Since you started.
Ball. You've sent me that one.
It's a picture.
So what did with Quali running as hard as he did to stay in front of leaders, or just to hold his line and just running,
he
holding
didn't
his
flinch.
position?
He didn't.
What did that gain him though?
It gained him
stayed on the lead lap.
Stayed on the lead lap because
not only that, but we're leading up to something. Right?
So now we're coming through there. Newhouse is just passing the Wong, and so now it's third place. It last car on the lead lap, Gomez and Newhouse, and all of a sudden Newhouse starts thinking, well, Gomez is getting held up, and starts going, I think I can maybe take a lead here, and started looking on the high side, which is what anybody would have done when you have a slightly faster truck, and you're like, hey, I got this.
Yep.
And of course he made the mistake going into one. I don't know. You guys were saying he adjusted too much breakout. Or break in.
Too much rear brake in.
Yeah, he was adjusting the
So he made the commitment to go on the high side going into one and just looped it around. which brought out a caution.
And he was playing with his brakes, trying to get his brakes set up so he could run the top.
But man, he
adjusted his brakes to where they had too much rear.
Oh man, my heart when you saw him commit in and that rear end just started to dance, my heart was like, oh, I know where this is going. And by apex, it was done, which was a beautiful thing. But all of a sudden, you've got a restart with 3 trucks on the lead lap.
4, because they put Wong. They can put Wong back because of Lucky Dog.
That's true. But so now you've got
and the cone comes out.
So Gomez chooses low and Jason chose high.
Quality is up high.
On a couple of those.
And they did because Newhouse brought out the caution. Newhouse had to go to the back of the longest slide.
And you and I were watching those restarts, and I was the way Quality
oh my God!
The way Quality kept it stuck out there on the high side, and I was jumping up and down. I'm like, you go, man. You go.
How old is he?
19, 18.
Yeah. I thought is he still in high school or is he out?
I think he's out.
I know he's young. Yeah. But oh my God, the maturity in that kid and the balls.
He's such a good kid too.
And he held that line and he was like, what? Mm-hmm. And on that first restart with 9 to go, Gomez was like, hey.
The first restart, he stayed out. He kept it on the outside and actually was out dragging Gomez to the line. Yeah. He was actually scored as the leader a couple of those laps.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We were yelling it out. He scored as the leader. They go green.
Yeah.
And then they battled side by side for about 3 laps. Mm-hmm. Finally, Quali just loses enough on the high side, allows
spin.
What's that?
And we had a spin. Brought out another caution.
Well, so he got loose, allowed Gomez to get up. Newhouse got alongside of him, but didn't get him past. And we had the spin. Then they came up to the next restart.
Newhouse wasn't.
Oh no, he wasn't there yet.
Wasn't there
right.
Yet. He was stuck in the back, still trying to get through the stuff.
So then he was able to take the cone, which allowed Gomez, Quali, and then Newhouse.
Wong and the 48 were back on the lead laps. You had 5 cars.
Right. Oh, and also for the guys who don't know, Pro Trucks, Lucky Dog.
Yeah.
What we're talking about.
Right. So now all of a sudden you had a 2-car race turn into basically a 4-car race because I don't think the
48 got on the lead lap.
Yeah, but I don't think he was really there.
He was fast at the end of the race.
Tamer Wong. Yeah.
Wong and Wong.
Yeah.
Wong. 2 whites. No, 2 Wongs made a right.
They made a left.
So anyway, then we had just all of a sudden it went from a 2-car show to guys who race.
It's car stuff. It's trucks. 2 truck show. Car.
Racer. 2 vehicles racing. Sorry. 2 trucks. 2 trucks are doing
No more beer.
No more beer. I've been cut off. But all of a sudden, because we had the rules set up the way they did, because they ran
I would say car, I would get my ass chewed. Anyway,
because we had the way that they ran the blue and yellow flag, the way they ran that when you're running your race, it's your race to run. When you're in a position battle, fine, I don't care if the leader's coming up behind you to lap you, you're in a battle. You don't lay up. You don't stop your battle to allow these guys to come through.
You just don't start one.
Right. You don't instigate a new battle when they're on you.
That's what the flag means. Hold your position. First, second, third are positions.
Right. So, but you hold your line and what line you're comfortable with. Because if my car is tight, I'm not going to go to the inside. I'm not comfortable there. I can't drive down there.
Give them a lane.
You
one
have
or the
to.
other.
Right. So now you have, because of the way that Kern runs this series, you had an amazing fight to get through traffic. Mm-hmm. With a two truck show at that point. And all of a sudden now you have a 4 or 5 truck show with 4 to go. And it was all because of what they and how they run that flag and what they allow the drivers to drive and the racers to race. And that, my friends, that was fucking amazing racing last night.
Yeah, I was entertained.
I was... I have no word. I was going to say livid, but just...
I will say lap traffic and any kind of racing makes it always exciting.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I love lap traffic, to be honest with you.
For the quality of the drivers who were being lapped, for how they managed their racing during getting lapped, just I have no other thing to say but
those guys who were
was awesome.
3rd through 6th, yes. The blue car that passed under the hold your position flag, he passed the red car under the hold your position flag once in front of the leaders, the next time in front of Wong and Quali.
Right.
And we were standing side by side talking about it, and we both agreed 100% that was bullshit.
Yeah.
You know.
And they run. They correct me if I'm wrong. The Pro Trucks run spotters, correct? Right?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Right.
They do.
So they have a spotter stand, so they have that kind of communication.
Yes. Now,
what they
remember,
need.
spotters don't drive race cars.
Right.
Back in the day, Darrell Waltrip always said, "I drive my freaking race car. Spotters are just a luxury. I don't ever rely 100% on my spotters."
You shouldn't. We've talked about getting rid of them, and
that put me out of a job.
It should make my job a lot easier. I only have the driver to deal with.
Yeah, that's true.
But spotters bring up about 80% of our issues. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, that's why I love the spotter stand.
I agree.
Spotters bring up most of our issues.
I've been good. All right, I've been good.
The fuck you talking to?
Exactly. I've been good.
First rule is know your audience.
Yep.
Start talking.
I know. I've been good.
Oh man,
I'm just kidding you.
Oh. Anyway, excellent conversation on that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's something I saw that I really, as I was reading what the flagman was, because I always watch the flagman, and I always watch entry to 3. Those are my favorite 2 things to watch. And I loved when I was reading what the officials were showing the racers, and then hearing the audio and watching the races and how they conflicted with one another, and listening to the fans who were sitting near me as they were interacting with the audio.
Oh yeah.
Versus what they were seeing on the track, the juxtaposition between the two enraged me to a degree, but at the same time made me just really want to help educate the dumb fucks who enjoy our racing.
There's a lot to be said about a series having their own announcer, and nothing wrong with the announcers at Meridian Speedway are great. In my opinion, they're great.
I don't fucking care.
But the way they do things at Meridian Speedway doesn't always work for a traveling series.
Right. And when you know your audience and when you know the racers and how they're managing everything.
We had it for years. Why do you do that? Because that's what we do. Shut up. Well, why don't you have lap cars on the bottom like Meridian does? Because we have them on the top like we do everywhere. And they're like, oh, yeah, but you guys should do it the way we do it at Meridian. Well, I get that. I get what you're saying.
Right.
But unfortunately, not accurate. So, move on. Let's go to the next thing. Right?
It's called the Royal Purple Modified Series, not the Meridian Royal Purple Modified Series.
Or the John's Modified Series.
Right. We'll listen to them at the end of the year. We'll change rules if need to. I mean, we'll listen to them.
So, but anyway, I love that time. I loved what they showed there. I loved the differences that they allowed for in their race versus what you normally see at Meridian. Mm-hmm. So that was.
Oh, Donovan's girlfriend's trying to get out of the cage.
No, she's over there.
No, yeah, she's right there.
Oh.
They keep her behind the lazy boy. So when I'm laying back.
Well, she's got stains now.
Yeah.
Riley, get off my dog.
Try to clean that up.
Riley, get off, Letitia.
Bathsheba.
Bathsheba.
So anything? So Gomez did win last night. Anything else?
Well, yeah, we had a little controversy after the show. The way the series, I'm not certain exactly how the rules work, but you have ability to protest and file protests on things. And from what I understand, they had a protest last night on the winning truck, and they yanked the motor out to dyno it. I'm glad that they're enforcing the rules. They're taking a look at it and using everything possible that they have, every tool that they have to make certain the truck was legal or illegal.
The vehicle.
Yeah.
And again, hats off to Randy for having a well-written rule system and to allow that to play through. Because when you, as a competitor, if you feel like you're getting the raw end of a deal and you're at a handicap, it's good to be able to see and to be able to enforce. I think I'm getting a raw deal here. Let's explore this and to go through and to check to make sure everyone's on the right playing field. Because you don't want to be fucked because someone else might be cheating.
Yeah. So that was Gomez's 6th win of the year out of 8 races.
And how many races has he been in that he's won? Because I know he's won Royal Purple. He's won the late. He's done late models too.
Not this year, I don't think. Not yet.
I know he's getting a late model.
When he sells a couple cars.
Well, he sold the truck.
Well, we don't know.
Did they sell the truck?
The truck, from what I heard. Riley, the truck is sold, right? The 22 to Wong. So, yeah.
Well, now it doesn't have a motor.
Yeah, exactly. So. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know.
They've got one race left, and that's going to be on the 15th of next month.
Is that at
I'm
Twin
sorry,
or Rocky?
22nd at Magic Valley.
Yeah. We're running that night at Meridian.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Royal Purple.
Memorial.
Yep. That's also the King of the Wing.
King of the Wing too.
That's going to be that whole weekend.
It's going to be a badass
That show is so freaking... Like, last night was literally 4 of my favorite series ever. And then now we got the King of the Wing happening, which is also, like, it's got the Claimers run, it's got the Minis running both nights, along with... God, wouldn't normally have 20-plus freaking wing sprints out there for the King of the Wing? Thereabout?
At least.
It's
King of the Wing,
I bet they have 25, 30 wings.
Yeah, it's just insane. With the amount of horsepower going through the corners.
And last year, watching Ryan Burdett win that, going through what he's going through, he's battling cancer, and watching him win that race, and he strapped it on with Brian Orff there for like 10 laps. They strapped it on.
If you don't walk out of that show at the end of the night without being a believer in that, oh man, you got problems.
Yeah, that was great show.
That was awesome.
Yep,
that was awesome.
I'm tickled.
So that's what happened at Meridian last night. We had some racing at Magic Valley as well.
Magic Valley.
Super Lates had double main events last night.
Dun, dun.
Jeff Hillock and Abe Carter.
Hillock.
Yep. And Abe Carter.
Abe Carter is modified.
Oh, that thing! I tell you what, it is a bad bitch.
I am so sad we have not yet seen that.
He's having fun with big tires.
With the motor that he's got?
Qualified quick time with a 14.0.
I want to see that car with the big tires. I want to watch it because I've seen what it does with no tire.
Yep.
Yeah. Neil finished third last night. Both of them.
Neil finished third.
Both of them. So,
yep.
Midgets were on hand last night. Natalie Waters won the main event.
Natalie Waters over Chuck Grote. Chuck Grote, the season point standing leader, and he's been winning everything. And Natalie got in there and won one. That's Jimmy's granddaughter. So that means that she's related to the Hardy clan and the Webster clan and Heath clan.
Yep.
Pretty much, they're all related. Yep. Pretty much.
I love that at each track, like we've got Nelson's, Crows,
Wirtz's.
I mean,
Nelson's and Crows
there's like
people.
4 or 5 families that like populate half a Meridian. It's like Game of Thrones action.
RMR's the Waters,
right?
At Magic Valley, it's the McKeans.
I do want to give a shout out. We have
Eden's McKean.
We have a brand new fan of the show, fan of Meridian Speedway and racing in general. Robert, I'm going to say your name wrong. I apologize. I just met Robert. Robert Scott Bowden.
Okay.
Went and he and his wife went to the. I want to see Richard Petty so bad. Rusty Wallace driving experience.
Yeah.
They got to ride and drive a late model.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
They went over and they just bought a car and they're turning it into a mini stock. They just went like, all right, we got to be a part of this. So they bought a car. They came over last night, hung out in the pits, got talking through, and they're watching, and so they gave me a big thumbs up.
Awesome, thank you guys.
Right, so
cool.
guys,
hopefully you don't.
No racing experience whatsoever.
Well, guy ran third last
real
night in the
connection.
mini stocks. Didn't ever have any racing experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking rookies got lucky. So anyway, hats off to you guys. Welcome to the racing family. It's a pleasure to meet you both last night. Don't take all the shit we say for serious, because we're just having fun.
No, there's some truth in there, scattered in there.
Yeah.
Mostly it's entertainment and talking about our sport we love.
You gotta find it.
Our goal is
Go fish.
The goal of the talk show, of course, is to get the podcast is to get people to go out to the racetrack.
Right. Yeah. So we got a couple people brand new, and they are starting to build their first car for next year. That's just freaking exciting. Cool. Thanks for watching. Don't take us seriously.
There's plenty of people out there that will help you.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Lyra's Facebook page, the Ministock page, Hornet page. Any of these guys, we're all idiots. So
I'll give you Donovan's number.
Right.
Justice Coates won the Hornet race last night as well. So that's what happened to Magic Valley last night. Big Labor Day weekend next week.
Yes.
Next week.
Wait, is that next week? Where's that at?
Well,
PIR, right?
They have Labor Day all over the place. It's not just here in Boise.
IndyCar's at Portland next week.
Must we work to make a Labor Day?
Now, let's talk about, they got September 1st down at Rocky Mountain Raceway.
Salt City 100.
The Salt City 100.
Is it their last race?
No,
that's the 15th.
It's the big sprint.
It's the biggest sprint car race that they've had this year. That should have 20-plus wings at it. The huge purse. I know they're pulling cars that are going to come up for the King of the Wing, and they're going to leave their stuff here. So Should be a hell of a show.
Interesting how they're doing the race too. They're doing it in segments.
Segments,
right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then, are they pulling cars? My understanding is they're pulling certain cars, or is it just each?
I'm not sure how they're doing it. I remember a few years ago when they did the 200 lap race. They did it in 50 lap segments, 450 lap segments.
Yeah, 8 tires total to start the race.
Yeah.
Figure out how to use them.
I just saw some newcomers comment. Sorry.
What does it say?
Spotters or fancy
Yeah,
review
I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I need to put a screen in front of me so I can enjoy this conversation.
I can't see.
Buy a laptop.
Why can't you see?
I don't know where I'm at.
You're staring at my pretty face.
You're in his basement.
Escape out of that. Oh, because you're on the website.
Yeah, Thunderfuck.
You do the YouTube.
You go to the YouTube.
I clicked on the go and that's
every
what
time I watch on my TV, and then you guys yell at me because I'm texting you.
Right.
Well, I can't
we
chat
you
through my
we
TV.
can't. We yell at you
on your TV and on your phone.
Well,
I
then
sound like
gotta
a whiny
exit
little
out and
bitch
have
when I
to
talk
get
like that.
Well,
One of the beer?
are.
Yeah, I basically need another beer.
Can you just put a nipple on that for you?
That's beer number 4. Holy crap. Is that a record for you?
Well, he doesn't have to drive home. He's
Right?
staying at his grandma's.
It's a long walk.
He's living at his grandma's.
Right into
I've
that
seen your
room.
Buzz Lightyear sleeping bag in
You
there,
like
by
that?
the way. Yeah, it's pretty
But I changed up my Door Explorer.
Oh, okay. Got dirty?
Had a little accident.
Oh, with Sheba. Gotcha.
So, let's see here. If I get my computer running here, shall we talk about what's coming up at Meridian over Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
Heck yeah.
You know?
It's the time of the
I know
time of day.
the 8th and the 15th I'm busy. Going to Twin.
We ought to talk about when we're doing next week's show because
When?
yeah, we got Labor
Probably
Day weekend Sunday.
Sunday night. I think we should take a weekend off.
Sunday.
I think we ought to take a weekend off. Do it Tuesday night.
Are you in town? I'm in town.
Yeah, I'm in town.
Let's hear from our tens of viewers.
Hang on. Hold that thought. I got to look up something here.
My thoughts holding. From our tens of viewers, quick poll.
Is there a Monday night?
Force
race
us
for
to do
Meridian?
Oh, that's a good question.
I show there's no racing at all next weekend, but let me just double check that.
No, you do have the dirt.
That's going on next Sunday,
Yep,
September.
next Sunday evening, 6 o'clock.
Let me. Are they taking the weekend off next weekend?
Shouldn't be.
Donna's pulling it up.
I'm pulling something.
They're dark next weekend.
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend, Meridian's dark.
Yeah.
Because the next race is Saturday, September 8th at Jeff Russell.
Running Sunday.
Yeah, look at that.
Surprising.
Dirt
But hey.
on the 2nd, and then next to the 8th.
Okay, I'm either going to Portland or I'm going to Salt Lake
God, I
City.
want to go to Portland.
Who wants to go see Indy cars? Come on, Kyle.
I wanna go to
Indy
Portland.
cars.
I got a wedding to go to.
Oh, congratulations.
Yep, nope, not me. Mine was 11 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Sorry.
if
Oh,
we're
no,
doing a
no, I'm
show-
kidding. I'm kidding.
If
I'm
we're
sure,
doing a
I'm
show,
sure your wife is.
Hang on. If we're doing a show, do you want to do it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
ask
fine.
our tens of fans.
Right, tens of fans.
Yeah, I'm fine. What do you guys think about that? Next Tuesday?
Or just skip it.
Or skip a weekend, save up a bunch, and then really
if
have a
something
big
big
explosion
happens,
of a show.
Salt Lake, you got to be able to cover RMR with that sprint car race.
Would you like me to go on assignment to Salt Lake?
Salt Lake
You want to send me
or
on an
Portland?
assignment?
We'll do whatever the hell you want.
Man, I want to go to Portland.
Portland. Sounds
Indy
so
cars.
good.
Portland costs more.
Indy cars.
I got friends. I could probably get them free. But yeah, I got a message.
Don't do what?
Whatever the hell just happened in my ears. Don't do that shit. Fucking dogs are howling or something.
Good girl, Sheba. Good girl.
But no, I can't go anywhere. I'm working all next weekend.
Okay. No, we could, no. If you want
Except
to
I'm
do
not working Sunday.
let's go to Portland.
I want to go to Portland.
No.
You go to Salt Lake.
You shut up.
I'll go to.
Don't you tell me what to do, man.
Is that what you got for him? Come on. I want to see some freaking.
I mean, he's already in the wrong with the blue and yellow flag.
Oh, wow. Rebuttal? Just kidding.
And this is my.
Linda says Tuesday.
Your series.
So Linda, my wife, I'm going to ask her. She says Tuesday. But Linda, what do you want to do? Want to go to RMR or you want to go to Portland for the IndyCar race next weekend?
RMR.
Portland.
Whoa! Don't do that! You've been warned!
Who's racing in Twin next week?
Not me.
Because we know
No, actually, you know what? I think they're dark also.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Everybody went dark for Eames' Salt City thing.
Is it really?
Actually, it's a fair night.
I mean, that's what we do at Orphan.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have never been to RMR.
You serious? Really?
What the fuck is wrong with your brain?
I've never been.
You've never been there?
Every time, just like when I went to go to Spokane, every time I've made plans to either go to or race at,
Let's all go to RMR.
something happened.
And watch Donovan break his
I'm
break
You
his
know what you need to
virginity.
do? You need to get all the Turn5.Live people to meet in the parking lot at the racetrack. Park your cars at the race. Adam will let you. Or, carpool,
they're not
whatever
racing.
you do. Guys, we're not racing.
I know.
Well, they have the dirt track running, I guess.
Like,
Yep, that'll be fewer cars.
Right.
But everybody jump in each other's cars, go down and watch the race. Drive back after.
right?
Everybody sleeps anyway, right, Cody? Everybody sleeps anyway.
I'm
The
good.
race will be over by 10 o'clock. You hop in your car. You're home by 2:30. It's 4.5 hours.
Remember, this is the last chance you're going to get to go to RMR.
Right? And to see a big show.
Yeah.
Who wants to pony up a little bit of gas money and food money? We'll start a GoFundMe. Turn5.Live at
Who in
RMR.
this group has minivans?
Oh, shit, I think I knew it.
Who has two minivans sitting out front? They're both gray. These two
That's how I knew where to go.
Let me clean it out first. But
No, I think
I can't go.
you can't go
why? You
I
should.
have to work.
He said
on
like,
Saturday night.
Yes.
Are you in Spokane?
No.
Yeah, you're here, but you can't go.
Didn't I tell you?
This is like the worst.
I guess it was
show
none of
ever.
your
I'm so
fucking
sorry.
business what I'm doing then, was it?
Have another beer, Toto.
I
Jesus.
know.
No more beer.
You know, he needs a Snickers.
Oh, that
Turn it
sounds
into
really
Big White.
good.
Hey, just because you suck. Just because you suck today at the IndyCar race, don't take it out on us.
I didn't suck. I finished 15 out
No,
of 300
you're-
there,
you're fine.
thunderfuck.
And for not even starting at the start.
Because of him.
Not my fault.
His fault.
That was entertaining.
It was my
fun to
fault.
watch. It was fun to watch that actually. It was good.
Did you see me crash?
I saw that.
I
Yeah, I saw
will
that, I
say,
saw
for
that.
starting what ended up being like 28th,
Or half a lap
31st.
down at 28.
Yeah. And then come back. and
Thank God for yellow flags.
to have a great. We
stayed on
had
the-
a great race.
We got back on the lead lap a couple of times because of pit stops and stuff we got down.
Oh.
we never got lapped on the racetrack.
Let me throw this out real quick. For anybody guys who are watching in the Pacific Northwest, Seattle area, I believe, if you get an opportunity, you need someone to help you out. Mike Oliot.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. If you want someone who can put you together a series and a race and advertising and everything else, hit that guy up. Because I love Randy Kerr, love Todd.
Mike's in spectacular.
Oh, my God. This guy needs to be in professional organization for racing.
The Pacific Major Series, now it's called the Major
It's
Series
global.
that we race in.
It's the
Okay.
biggest series in all of iRacing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's,
I know what you're talking about now.
Today, about 450 people took place, and it's a week-long event
Yeah.
to actually get on there. Hang on, my flagman's calling.
My flagman's calling.
Right in the middle of Turn5.Live, you're on live
So
right
anyway,
now.
if you guys are up there in the Northwest,
Yeah, we're drinking
Seattle
beer.
area,
You turn on YouTube.
let us know if you need someone to help out, especially for 2019, because I know Mike has expressed interest in doing it for realties.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
But oh my God, he's freaking talented.
So for all you out there, who thinks we should go to RMR?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. You know what? I think we should go. I will volunteer my vehicle. Someone throw down some gas money, and so let's get some beans to eat while we're on the road.
$1 for gas to go.
And
Beans?
We'll make it a road trip. I'm game.
Is that a Saturday
If
race?
you're having beans, ain't nobody want to ride in the van with you.
Oh, I will lock those windows.
September 1st is the race. My wife is asking. September 1st is the race. Is that Saturday?
Yeah.
Correct.
Saturday, Linda.
Saturday.
Sprint cars, 100 laps.
Saturday.
Okay, if I can't make an IndyCar, how about sprint cars?
I really want to go to Portland though. Portland just sounds freaking cool.
Right on. Hey,
I got
I'll-
family up there.
I know. I want to
All
go
right,
that too.
I got to finish the show. Talk to you later, son.
RMR
Love you,
Saturday.
Love you
TJ.
too. Bye.
Salt Lake City Saturday. Portland on Sunday.
Notice
Holy
you just had to
shit,
tell
can we
me
do
what
that?
This program was.
I would.
Okay, we need to GoFundMe for fuel to Salt Lake.
I'll take it out of the giant Turn5.Live petty cash.
Oh my God, I'd be sleeping through the race. Be like,
All right, so hang on. Linda's asking when's the it's Saturday, September 1st, right?
Right.
Jeremy says, are they racing Monday also at RMR? Because Jeremy
they
White's
are
saying,
racing Monday.
okay, so Saturday and Monday,
I won't be there
There's
Monday. I got to work.
but Saturday's the sprint cars. So
I got a job. My boss is a dick.
you're gonna work on Labor Day Monday?
He sexually harasses me all the time.
Todd, why do you do that?
I'm not his boss, trust me. His boss is his right hand that sexually harasses
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Is it the new wife?
All right, who's in for RMR Saturday?
RMR Saturday. I can seat 7. No, I can seat 6. Never mind.
I got a
That's
wedding
one too
and
one
a
too Riley.
dirty cup to get
Do a
ready
turnaround.
for.
Come back that night. We get back at 3 in the morning.
Someone else drive, because I don't drive that late. I'll be tired.
No. I wouldn't drive. I wouldn't be in the car with you driving here.
Right? I'd be in the back. I'd lay that
My
seat
wife
back,
says.
put a movie on.
My wife says, "Cool. If we do a turnaround, we can do it. Have to be back by noon on Sunday. I got shit to do." That's what she said.
My dishes don't do themselves, woman.
A sandwich.
What the hell's going on Sunday? That she's got shit to do.
Linda,
Right.
sandwich.
Linda, miss you.
Scott Gilligan is in.
Gilligan's in. We'll pick you up in Twin.
Yeah.
Better park by the freeway.
Right?
Hopefully you can run fast.
I'm going to slow down, open up that side door, you run and jump.
Yeah. We'll be doing about 85 miles an hour right about that point. So
I hit Blue Lakes. I'll slow down a little bit.
Well, the reason I say
down to
that,
70. Yeah, 75.
Oh, we could stop by Guppy's. Get a burger in Guppy's.
No.
I love
The
Guppy's.
last time I did that, we went down to Salt Lake. We picked up Scotty Gilligan, went to Guppy's for breakfast,
Uh-huh.
and I was sick the entire day. Do not get their chorizo.
Oh, yeah, no chorizo, dude. That,
I don't know what everything else tastes like, but
Their
chorizo,
burgers are freaking
don't make that mistake.
amazing.
Scott, you gonna bring your wife with you too?
Yeah.
You're going by yourself.
Bring the wife, Scott.
Bring your wife, Scott.
Yes, bring your.
No, not like that.
So the
feel
reason
bad.
I say this is years ago what we did with Wyra in the winter, we always had stuff to do, right? I rented a bus, and we went to Jackpot for the night with everybody from Wyra. We had a full 40-seat Greyhound bus, went to Jackpot, and it was a drunk fest, fucking slobber goober. It left at 8 o'clock in the morning. We left at 8 o'clock
Breach,
the day
are you
before.
listening?
Nobody slept. Oh, Breach was on the bus.
We should do that for this
Breach-
year's
Breach
banquet.
was doing
I'm going to
tri-
get better points so I can be a part
Breach
of
and
that.
I were doing what were Meridian Speedway history trivia on the way down there.
That'd be fun.
It's a true story.
Scott Gilligan says he'll buy pizza at the Flying J.
Yeah.
So
Done.
There's a gut bomb.
Oh, Flying J Pizza's bomb.
is it?
We had some last night.
Not in.
All right, hey, we'll hit you up off air. We'll make some detailed plans
It's
here.
8:31. Guess what? We got to talk about our sponsors.
We already did.
Or you did?
Cover
Wanna
them
do it
at the
again?
top. We'll
We
do
can
it
do it
again. AC to Z Mechanical.
Marc Newman.
Number 17, Royal Purple Modified.
And he's looking for a spotter for the 8th.
Spotter, spotter, spotter. If you want a spot, stand up to the tower.
Volt Vapes, Vape Fuel.
Vape Fuel.
Yep, FVP.
FVPparts.com.
That's right.
Parts.com. Bottle of water. Bottleofwater.com.
Charmaine's Lip Balm.
You want some sweet, soft lips? Charmaine's Shop. Dude, no, that's when the...
Hey, that's one I want.
You want a sweet lips? You're talking...
Tonight's show entertainment brought to you by Black Butte Porter.
and Fat Tire.
Lion Tamer Beer Care.
It's like 2 weeks in a row, same beer.
Right? Repeat.
That's pretty good, actually, I thought.
No, it's really delicious.
Yeah.
And special thanks out to my brother who moved and took the hardware to the
Yeah, what's up with
kegerator.
that? That's a huge part.
I got a
of it.
refrigerator with a hole in it.
We have a kegerator over here. And
It's
his
now
brother
just a
went
Raider.
back- Yeah, it's a Raider. His brother took the
football team?
guts out of the kegerator
And left.
and took off to Texas of all
The
places.
football team.
So I am now raided.
And left a mini stock tore apart in 10,000 pieces in his garage.
I have a mini stock torn apart, and then the other mini stock
Kyle.
that's been stripped,
Love you, Kyle.
and a Raider
We miss
with
you,
no
Kyle.
kega.
He's not going to listen.
I know.
He hates me,
He evidently.
right?
Well, he knows you.
Hey, he
I'm
was
like,
good official.
To know you is to hate you.
well, I mean, when you have a, never mind.
We got out music?
We got,
Yeah,
do we have
put
an
in some out music. So I guess we'll see everybody next Tuesday is what we're saying?
Maybe.
Something like that.
All right.
We doing it Tuesday?
I'm game. I'm game.
You're
All right, for Todd Lebroni, for DJ Everett,
Oh.
for Mr. Donovan Jones. What are we
Wait,
doing?
pause real quick. We only hit AC to Z.
We did. You
Flores
said Marc
Group.
Newman.
Did we get Flores?
Yeah, we did that too.
I wasn't paying attention. Flores, thank you for all your wonderfulness, and that is a sexy beard.
And
You know
for
I like my chicken fried.
cold beer on Friday night,
A pair of jeans that fit just right.
and the radio on.